title, the cipher in the cedar chest, it started with the email. My great-aunt Millie, the one I barely knew, had passed. I wasn't particularly close to her, to be honest. She was eccentric. A collector of oddities, a hoarder of forgotten things. The executor was a solicitor named Mr. Finch, a man who smelled perpetually of old paper and disappointment. He informed me that I'd inherited her entire estate, a small cottage in Cornwall, filled to the brim with stuff. The cottage itself was charming, in a crumbling sort of way. Ivy choked the stone walls, and the air smelled of salt and damp. But it was a cedar chest that really caught my attention. It was massive, dark wood, intricately carved with symbols I didn't recognize. Mr. Finch said it had been in the family for generations. He practically shoved it at me, eager to be rid of it. "Just be careful with it," he mumbled, avoiding my gaze. Inside the chest, nestled amongst moth-eaten velvet and tarnish silverware, was a series of puzzles. Not simple ones either. There was a small, brass astrolabe, a collection of coded letters, and a wooden box containing a single, intricately carved ivory cube. Each puzzle felt deliberate. I spent the first few days lost in them, meticulously researching the symbols, deciphering the codes. The letters, when finally translated, spoke of a hidden chamber, a guardian, and something called the Obsidian Heart. It was seriously starting to feel like a bad adventure novel. I discovered a hidden mechanism within the astrolabe, aligning it with constellations that weren't visible anymore. This revealed a sequence of numbers etched into the bottom of the ivory cube. I input the numbers into a keypad concealed behind a loose floorboard. That floorboard sprung open, revealing a narrow, spiraling staircase descending into darkness. I grabbed a flashlight and, despite a growing sense of dread, began to descend. The staircase led to a small, circular chamber, completely sealed off from the rest of the cottage. In the centre of the room was a pedestal, and on the pedestal sat an obsidian heart. It wasn't literally a heart, of course. It was a perfectly smooth, black stone pulsating with a faint, internal light. It felt wrong. As I reached out to touch it, the chamber began to shake. The obsidian heart glowed brighter, and a voice, ancient and cold, echoed in my mind. "You shouldn't have found me."